Imagine living in a country where stepping across the border could mean instant death. The border is not just a line on a map, it is a heavily fortified barrier, guarded by soldiers with orders to shoot on sight. The fear of crossing this line is a daily reality for the people of North Korea. Since the COVID-19 pandemic began, North Korea has tightened its borders even further. The regime has used the pandemic as a pretext to increase its already stringent border controls, making the country even more isolated from the rest of the world. New fences, guard posts, and shoot-to-kill orders have made it nearly impossible to enter or leave the country. These measures are not just about controlling the virus. They are about maintaining a grip on power and preventing any flow of information or people that could threaten the regime. Combined with ongoing trade issues with China and heavy UN sanctions, the situation inside North Korea has grown dire. The economy, already fragile, has been pushed to the brink, and the people are suffering as a result. Under Kim Jong-un's regime, the use of force and fear has intensified, resulting in severe human rights abuses. The government uses propaganda to maintain control, portraying Kim Jong-un as a benevolent leader while suppressing any dissent. Escaped defectors and satellite imagery reveal a grim reality: widespread food and medicine shortages, and a complete lack of freedom. The images show empty shelves in stores and people struggling to find basic necessities. The isolation is causing severe hardship for the North Korean people. Villagers are seen fetching water from rivers, and long lines for food are a common sight. Children grow up in an environment of scarcity and fear. Experts are deeply concerned and are working to shed light on the humanitarian crisis. They hold conferences and meetings trying to find ways to provide aid and support to those in need. They hope that greater awareness and understanding might lead to meaningful change. Activists organize protests and awareness campaigns, hoping to draw international attention to the plight of the North Korean people. Sanctions, intended to pressure the North Korean government, have inadvertently worsened conditions for ordinary citizens. Factories are closed, and markets are deserted, leaving people without jobs and means to support their families. Trade disruptions have made it difficult to access essential goods. The black market has become a lifeline for many, but it is fraught with risks and dangers. Additionally, North Korean workers abroad, often in China, face exploitation and abuse. They are sent to work in harsh conditions, with little pay and no rights. They live in harsh conditions, earning little pay and with no means of escape. Their living quarters are cramped, and they work long hours with minimal rest. These workers are trapped in a cycle of exploitation, and their families back home face reprisals if they speak out. The fear of punishment keeps them silent, perpetuating the cycle of abuse. Despite international efforts, many companies still profit from this cheap labor, embedding these abuses within the global economy. The demand for low-cost goods drives the exploitation, making it a global issue. The situation in North Korea is complex and troubling. The country's isolation and the regime's control make it difficult to see a clear path to change. Addressing these human rights issues is crucial to improving the lives of North Korean citizens. International cooperation and pressure are needed to bring about meaningful change. Understanding is the first step toward change. By educating ourselves and others, we can build a foundation for action and hope for a better future for the people of North Korea.